Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we got another MLB slate we're going to be going over. It's a 12-game slate, so we still got a decent amount of games, just not a full 15, which is fine. I'm totally cool with that. But before we get into the video, before we get to the recap of what happened yesterday, you guys know what to do. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. You can also follow us on our social medias at BetsEarl on Twitter, at Earl Sports Bets on Instagram. We also have a Discord link. The link to that is in the description of the video down below. We also have our contest running, so quick check at the standings over at our contest. As we have Isaiah Cora still in first place. Oh, Tim's on the side there. Isaiah Cora still in first place, followed by Katie Fisher and Jeremy Wesley and Lane Elliott. But if you guys want to join that, it is free to enter. All you guys got to do is leave your best bets in the comment section of the video down below. You can give one for your baseball video, or for our baseball video, basketball video, and hockey. One play per video per day, 3 plays a day. And if you guys gain the most units at the end of the month, you guys can win some money. But we'll get into a recap of what happened yesterday. Tim, you want to start it off?
Not really. Yesterday was kind of ugly for me. Lost to Cincinnati over 7.5. Looked like it could have had a shot in extra innings, but it didn't really work. Chicago looked good all game. They had plenty of opportunities to score, and they did not. Washington was leading into the ninth inning and blew a lead, and then blew it in the 10th. Tampa Bay had plenty of opportunities to score against the Yankees, and they lost 1-0. Seattle got blown out 7-1. I took a flyer shot at that one. But I did get wins from the Toronto Blue Jays and then the under in the St. Louis Milwaukee. Plus our premium play hit yesterday, which was the Houston Astros minus 109.
Yep.
Minus 119. Minus 119.
Well, for me, it was 109. But yeah, for me, I went 3-3 yesterday. It was a much better day overall for me, not including video plays. I actually went 4-2-1 overall. I went 3-3 in video plays. I pushed on the New York Mets game. I got that at 8 the night before, and then it was 7.5 by the time we got around to the video, and I still liked it then. I thought we weren't going to see that many runs, so I was okay with it. That one lost. That finished 7-1. I also had Seattle I took a shot on, and I took a shot on the Detroit-Kansas City game over. That was over 8, not 8.5. I don't know why I typed that. I did get wins from Washington and Philly under 8.5. When Philly did tie it up, I was kind of nervous because I was like, oh, here we go, extra innings. They're going to put up 18 runs, and my under is not going to cash. But only 5-2. Luckily, they were able to get out of there. Only 7 runs scored. Cash that one. Detroit first 5. I will continue to fade this Kansas City team until they can prove they can win. And Detroit first 5, Mize gave up 2 runs in the first inning and then came back in. Looked good. So that was a good result to that game. And then I also had Toronto plus 106. They win 4-1. I went 3-3, 98, 95, 51.5%, 17.88 units up on this season. And let's try to get that even better now with today's slate. And we're going to be starting it off here with the Toronto Blue Jays and the Atlanta Braves. Minus 156 for the Braves, plus 144 for the Blue Jays. Charlie Morton versus Ross Stripling in this matchup. Where are you looking at for this first game?
Sorry, for this first game, I passed. For a while, I was looking at Atlanta, except for their line was way too inflated. Morton has been pitching well as of late. Stripling he's yet to really get his footing going. But it's one of those situations where I just didn't feel like laying the chalk. And then both of these offenses could hit. So I wasn't, and then these pitchers can also pitch. Like they're decent pitchers, so it's not like they can't pitch the unders. So overall, this one is just a game that I passed on. I couldn't get a lean either way.
Yeah, for me, I actually took a shot at the underdog here. I got the Blue Jays at plus 151. They're plus 144 now. I had this game priced around 122. So I see pretty good value on these Blue Jays today versus Morton. Morton hasn't looked that great so far this year. 2-2, a 4.98 ERA, 1.37 WHIP, 40 strikeouts, 14 walks. Stripling hasn't looked that great either. 0-2, 6.61 ERA, 1.9 WHIP, and 17 strikeouts, 7 walks. So both these pitchers haven't looked particularly well, but I don't mind the Blue Jays in this spot. They've looked much better of late. They won the first 2 games of the series, and I can see them do it again today. I'm going to take a shot at the Blue Jays here versus the Braves. Our next game is the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. We're getting Zach Eflin taking on Patrick Corbin. Minus 105, minus 105. Pick 'em here. Over under of 8 runs. And for me, I do have a bet on this game, but this is another one of these games where I bet it last night, and the line has moved, and I just don't see value to give it out as a video play. I have the under 8.5 for this game. It has now dropped to 8. 8 plus money is not terrible, but I like it at 8.5 because I have a feeling we could see a 5-3 game here. Zach Eflin has looked really good this year. 2-1, 3.38 ERA, 1.13 WHIP, 42 strikeouts, only 3 walks. He's looked phenomenal this season with limiting the walks. And Patrick Corbin, after his slow start, he's pitching a little bit better recently. He's 1-3, a 7.36 ERA, 1.53 WHIP, 20 strikeouts, 14 walks. I think we get a good performance out of him today. I like the under in this game, but I got it at 8.5, and I'm not going to give it out at 8 because I'm not going to bet a bad number. I'm not going to tell you guys to bet a bad number. So I'm going to lay off this game for the video. Where are you looking?
I actually got Philadelphia for this one. They've been playing really good lately. Eflin's been pitching really well. Going and looking at it, Philadelphia has won their last 2 games and 7 out of their last 10, when Washington has lost their last 4 and they've won only 3 out of their last 10. It's a situation where Washington's struggling. I backed him yesterday, did not work, but I'm going out for Philadelphia today. They're just a better team. I feel like they're a bet-on team right now. I'm going to be taking Philadelphia in this matchup.
All right. Our next team here is the Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Royals. Minus 114 for the Tigers. Plus 104 for the Royals. Spencer Turnbull and Daniel Lynch in this one. Over under 8.5 runs for this game. Are you looking at getting involved at this one?
No. There's no way I'm betting the Tigers at minus money, and then there's no way I'm betting Kansas City right now. Kansas City has lost, their last 10 games?
Yep.
Yeah, no thank you. I'm not going to be betting them until they start winning again. And definitely not with Lynch on the mound. Holy crap, he's not been pitching well this year. If anything, slight lean towards the Detroit Tigers, but I don't want to lay minus money on Detroit. The worst team in the league, right? They're still the worst.
Yeah.
Looks right. Yeah. Only team that's getting close to them is the Washington Nationals now. So, no, this is just not a spot that I want to get to. This is just going to be a pass for me.
Yeah, for me, I do have action on this game, and I am going to give it a play for this one. I was looking more at the first 5 innings, and this is strictly because I still don't trust this Tigers bullpen. They are still a horrible bullpen. I have them ranked 30th out of 30. I'm going with Detroit first 5 minus a half at plus 115. I like Spencer Turnbull. I do not want to back Daniel Lynch by any stretch of the imagination. And this Kansas City Royals team is not going to get a dime of my money until they can prove they can win games again. I see that this is a good spot for Turnbull. He is 1-2, a 4.74 ERA, 1.26 WHIP, 15 strikeouts, 5 walks. Going up against Daniel Lynch, he's 0-1, 18.56 ERA. Granted, he has only pitched 5 1/3 innings. He's given up 11 runs on 11 hits, 3 walks 3 strikeouts, 5 walks. So Lynch has looked awful so far this season. I like Detroit first 5 here, minus a half a run. I'm going to take them here on that line. Our next game here is going to be the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers. This is our kind of like our marquee pitching matchup of the day. Minus 131 for the Brewers, plus 121 for the Cardinals. Over under of 6.5 runs for this game. Jack Flaherty takes on Corbin Burnes. And for this one, this is a really good pitching matchup. I lean towards the Cardinals in this one, actually. Corbin Burnes coming off the IL for this start, where he's been out for I think a week or two. He's 2-2, 1.53 ERA, 0.55 WHIP, 49 strikeouts, no walks this season. Corbin Burnes has looked absolutely phenomenal. And if there wasn't a guy named Jacob deGrom in the National League, I think he's your front runner for Cy Young Award. And on the other side, Jack Flaherty, he's looked phenomenal too. The Cardinals have played really well when he starts. Ever since that first start of the year, he's been nothing but dominant. He's a 6-0 record, 2.83 runs ERA, a .94 WHIP, 42 strikeouts, 11 walks. I lean with the Cardinals in this matchup, and I low-key lean with the over in this game because we see 2 really good pitchers. 6.5 potentially could be a really nice over spot. I'm not laying that. I'm not going to bet the over on this game, but I lean with the Cardinals in this spot. Where are you looking at this one?
Actually, I have a bet on this one, and I like the under. 6.5 is a low line, but Corbin Burnes and Flaherty have been pitching crazy good this year. And not to mention, these teams are struggling hitting right now. Most of the time, they've been going under the past 10 games. So it's one of those situations where I trust the pitchers a lot, and I don't trust the offenses, where it makes it easy for me to want to go after an under. And I agree. I am going to be leaning more towards the Cardinals in this one. Not going to bet them, but it's going to be more of a lean towards the Cardinals. Flaherty has just been pitching absolutely fantastic. I think that if he continues to pitch like this, he definitely has a shot to make top 3, top 5 for the NL Cy Young this year. So this one should be a very good pitcher's duel. Expect a 1-0, 2-0 game into the 9th inning and watch it being under.
All right. Our next game is the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago White Sox. Minus 129 for the Sox, plus 119 for the Twins. Over under 7.5 runs for this game. We're getting Michael Pineda versus Lance Lynn in this matchup. Where are you looking for this one?
This one I am passing on. Maybe a slight look at that over 7.5. These two teams have been hitting decently lately, and their pitching has not been as good. But no, this is not a game that I really want to be looking after. I have 6 plays on today's slate. It's just not one that I have. Lance Lynn has been pitching pretty well this year. Pineda has been pitching decent. So I don't know. I might be looking towards an over in this one, but overall, just passing.
Yeah, for me, I have a couple leans in this game, but none strong enough to be a complete bet here. I lean towards the White Sox. They've been playing absolutely phenomenal recently. They've won 5 straight games, 7 of their last 10. When Minnesota has lost 7 of their last 10 and lost 3 straight. Both these teams have gone over in 4 straight games also. Minnesota has gone over in 8 of their last 10. Chicago has gone over in 6 of their last 10. I lean towards the over in this game, and I lean towards the White Sox on the run line at plus 155. I think that's a nice juicy price tag there to potentially go after. I may bet that, but I'm gonna pass for right now. Just follow us on Twitter. I may add this to my card, the either the over in this game or the White Sox run line. The way this White Sox team has been playing, I think they can win this game and sweep this Twins team that's looked lost so far this year. I was super high on this Twins team coming in, and they've done nothing but disappoint me so far. So lean towards the over, lean towards the White Sox run line. No action for me here. Our next game is the San Francisco Giants and the Pittsburgh Pirates. And